Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of this channel called Patrick the Runner. My name is Patrick Sheridan and I am here to talk about running. So this week I thought it would be a good idea to show you one of the sessions that I did, and it's a slightly different session than I have done in quite some time. So that's why I wanted to show you guys what I have been doing this week, because I think that this is the type of session that is going to be really important for me moving forward, and is hopefully going to help prepare me for the indoor season. So yeah, hopefully you like it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe as you've been doing, and I hope you enjoy this week's one. So I'll see you all soon and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I'm here on a Saturday morning. It's actually, past 12 o'clock, so it's a Saturday afternoon, early afternoon, and I'm going to do my session for the week. This is going to be my main session of the week. I spoke a wee bit on Strava, if anyone follows me there, during the week, about how I was a wee bit fed up of continuously doing tempo and threshold things, and I feel like my progress has stagnated a wee bit the last couple of months. So I'm going to try to mix things up a wee bit. This actually wasn't my plan that I had written for myself about 6 weeks ago while I was planning for the indoor season. So this actually has been prepared in advance, and I had planned to mix things up a wee bit. And at least once a week now I'm going to be doing a bit more speed work, a bit more top end speed work, but also just more repetitions are going to be in my training. So the session today is going to be a wee bit different than I've been doing for the last couple of months, and I'm hoping that's going to give me a good stimulus for improvement. But what it's going to be today is a 2 mile warm-up. I'm going to do that with my wee brother Noah, who's here, who's also doing a session. I'm going to do a mile tempo at about 5:20 mile pace or so, 5:15 to 5:20 mile pace or so. Then I'm going to do 8 by 45 second hill sprints with a walk back recovery. The idea there is just to get speed in the legs, to work on my running form. I can talk a wee bit about how those hill sprints are beneficial, but really that's the idea there. They're going to be all out, and as I said, a walk back to give me as much recovery as I need. And then we're going to finish with a mile tempo, and the idea there is to kind of just get your body used to flushing the lactate out of your legs. And it's also a good idea because it gives you a wee bit more time at threshold pace, which I've spoken about before and can be really beneficial. So it's good for a number of reasons, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hope that this training is going to give me a good stimulus for improvement, as I said, and just allow me to mix things up a wee bit and make that progression that I've been hoping to make. And it's also going to give me good speed work, which is going to help me prepare for the indoor season. So I hope you all enjoy. The warm up done there, did 2 mile, and now I'm going into the tempo. As I said, it's going to be a mile tempo, which is hopefully going to be done in about 5:20, and then we're going to walk up towards the hill there, where there's about a 300-400 meter hill. Well, it's actually up towards the mountains, but it's going to be about 300 meters that I'm going to be running. So we're going to get started now. Okay, so that's the tempo done. Did it as 5:23, so was a wee bit slower than I wanted to do it, but it's just really a pacing thing, and running around the grass here can be hard to judge the speed you're going, so that's absolutely fine. Be interesting to see after these 8 by 45 second hill sprints whether I can sort of keep that or even get that down a wee bit for the last one for my second mile tempo. So let's just see how it goes, but really looking forward to the session now. We're going to do 8 by 45 hill sprints, and there's going to be a walk back recovery, so the emphasis is on speed and speed endurance and good running form. So let's see how we get on. Okay, so we're about to start the hill sprints. We're just going to start them here, and as I said, it's going to be 45 seconds uphill, so it's going to take us just a bit further, about 50 meters further probably, than as far as you can see there up that path, and then it's just going to be a walk back recovery as slow as you need to, really. Probably going to take about 3 minutes between each, but there's no set time. And yeah, we're all good to go, so let's see how we get on. Okay, so I'm 7 down, I'm 1 to go. It's honestly the toughest session I can remember doing since I started running again. Just feel like my legs have felt like jelly since about 10 seconds into the first one. So again, I'm just letting people know that, because sometimes you just feel awful during sessions, and you need to tell yourself also, this session was never meant to make me feel good. It's meant to make me put myself in a position where I'm in a lot of pain, where I'm trying to control, get rid of a lot of lactic acid in the body. I'm not going to be able to get rid of it. So you're just trying to work on your lactate tolerance, as they say, and it's just so tough. Okay, so I'm about to go into my last one, and really I'm just doing this to hold myself accountable, but I'm going to try to get further than I've gone in the other ones. It might well not happen because I feel awful, as I've said, but this is just about training for the indoor season and training for the outdoor season, and you nearly forget when you're doing all that threshold stuff at how hard this type of work is. And I'm talking about like running under 350 for the 1500 or close to that, and that's not going to feel good when I go to do that. That's going to feel like an awful amount of pain. So that's what this has to be. Not pain as in you're going to get injured, or pain in your hamstrings or anything like that, but just a lot of pain in your legs and really pushing yourself, breathing hard. So that's what it's going to be about here. Okay, so that is the 8 by 45 seconds done. To be honest, I've been really lightheaded actually. I find when I really push myself, my hearing goes in my left ear. I don't know why, but that's what's happened there now, and I have a sore head. So I'm not really sure what that's about, but it was a really enjoyable session, and that's exactly what I wanted. I say enjoyable, it was obviously really tough, really painful, but it feels good to have been able to do it. And I think I need to start including that type of thing more often now I'm at training. I'm going to be, over the next 4 to 6 weeks, doing those at least once every 10 days, probably once a week, something like that, to get ready for the indoor season. Right now I'm going to do a mild tempo. There's a football game now out in the field, so I don't really want to do it there. I'll just do it around here, and it is a bit hilly, so the pace isn't going to be 5:20, because trying to do 5:20 mild pace would just be stupid. So I'm going to do a mild tempo, and I'm just going to really go by how I feel, and then I'm going to do 2 mile cool down. But it was a really enjoyable session, really tough. I would encourage anyone to start trying to incorporate hill strides or hill sprints into the training, because it's a really good way of working on your speed and working on your endurance, and just trying to maximize your power output and improve your stride, improve your cadence. It's really good for so many things, and I would really recommend it. And you don't have to start by doing something like that. You could do, you know, 3 by 10 to 15 second hill strides at the end of an easy run or something like that. But yeah, really enjoyable. Hopefully I really do get a lot out of it, and hopefully the next time I do something like that it doesn't feel quite as bad, or I can get further while feeling that bad. But yeah, it was all good, so hope you enjoyed. So that's the session over now. Definitely was the session that I have found hardest over the last year. I nearly say it was the toughest session I've ever done. Just felt really difficult, but hopefully, as I said, I've got good things from it. I'll get good benefits from it, and it's really good to be out doing some speed work now. I feel like I've not necessarily neglected it, because it's been done intentionally to try to build up anaerobic base, but I haven't been doing that for the last number of months so much. Actually, I haven't really been doing it at all. I've just been doing maybe 10-second strides after an easy run or whatever. So it's really good to be able to do that type of thing again, and hopefully it's really going to prepare me for this indoor track season. And I hope you all find it, as always, informative, because it's something that you can include in your own training, and it's something that I'm going to be doing more of over the next 6 weeks to prepare for that indoor track season. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed that session. As you can see, I did find it really tough. The first or second reps were definitely the quickest, and it just got progressively slower after that. But I was able to maintain more or less about the same speed. The last one actually was the fastest of the lot, and I think just from 3 to 7 it probably got slightly slower. But as I've said, it really only was marginal. So although I was slowing down, I was still running at a good speed, and I think I did get something from the session. Actually, I think I got an awful lot from the session. It's Sunday today, so my legs are actually have been in bits from the session. My hamstrings are quite sore, my quads are quite sore, not to the extent that I've caused myself any injuries, but I really just can't feel that I have that delayed onset muscle soreness, and that's just because I've shocked my body a bit and I've done something different than the norm over the last few months. But that is actually going to be really good for me, and I think that that's going to allow me to make some adaptations that will really help me in the next few weeks, and as I said, hopefully prepare me for that indoor track session. But I hope you all find it informative. I would say that hills can be something that you incorporate into your training that will be beneficial, and the reason for that is that you get to work on your speed, you get to work on your top end speed if you're doing them short enough, but you also get to work on your speed endurance. They are also really good for improving your running economy and for working on your cadence, which is your turnover, meaning how many steps you're running in a period of time. So usually when people talk about cadence, they're talking about how many steps they're making per minute. So hills are really good at working on your turnover, and they're also really good at working on your running form and just developing your speed and also your fitness. Obviously I did 8 by 45 seconds, so that's quite a long hill sprint, and they were close to maximal speed. Obviously they weren't true maximal speed because I was going up a hill, and they were 45 seconds long, so they weren't like 15 seconds long. But it was a really, really good session. It really, really was difficult, but that's what I was really trying to tell myself during the session. None of this is going to be easy. A session like that should never feel easy. As soon as I was about 75 meters into my first rep, my legs did a bit of a funny dance, and I just felt like there were jelly in my legs, and obviously that was just the high levels of lactate that my body was trying to get rid of, and it just wasn't able to do that. But that's exactly what you want. So I'm hoping that I really get a lot out of that, and I hope you all find it informative. I just want to say again a massive thank you to everyone who's been tuning in, but do please keep commenting, please keep liking the videos, please do subscribe if you haven't already, and I really look forward to seeing you all next week, and I hope you keep tuning in. Thank you very much.